It's day 54, 365 days printing on vintage hardware, and I thought today we would try the old chain links from MakerBot. If you've had an older MakerBot printer, you've probably printed this before, especially if you were in school. Unfortunately, without part cooling, it is doing terrible. One of the things I did today is I removed the bracket for the 80XL, I remounted the bed, and I was previously using 3-point bed mounting, or bed leveling anyways. I'm doing 4-point now, just in case. But without part cooling, you can see that it is just absolutely suffering. Now it could do, I mean, it's pretty incredibly slow, 18 millimeters a second on those ends of the links. What we could try doing is printing a larger version of it, and I'll tack that on to the end if I decide to do it. But somebody asked me, do I plan on putting a part cooling fan on this? Yes and no. So you notice that this one was butchered by the previous owner so that the bed could get more travel. We've got 4 of these. I'm kind of willing to modify one at that point. But if I get another one, I'm definitely going to have a permanently modified one. We may temporarily modify this one. Now, I think we discussed this before. This fan is actually hooked to the DC motor driver. And then the automated build plate that would normally be driven by these 2 pins is actually hooked to the fan MOSFET, which I always thought was a little weird because, you know, that's a DC motor that it normally turns. But that does give us an extra MOSFET to control a part cooling fan. I'm on the road, I can't really do a whole lot. I could grab one off of the printer bot and print up a bracket and all that, but I think we'll wait till later to do that. Well, the small one technically turned out, and I think the chain is a good example of print in place. The big one's not, and at first I thought it was weird because it looked like this had layer shifted. What had happened is this is actually moved. And we're having trouble with bed adhesion. I was wondering why, but as the days went on, I washed the bed off. If you saw the video where we picked up the entire printer by a print, well, the secret sauce to that is Aquanet hairspray. Unfortunately, we washed it off. We don't have any more. And any minor issues aren't being helped by that. I don't usually advocate for glue, but it works really well with Captain Tape, just like it does with PEI and everything else. And I tend to use it on these older printers, usually when we're using glass, not necessarily the Captain Tape. But that's it for today, and I'll try to figure out something for tomorrow before we switch over to time lapses.